up, guys? Welcome to Laserboard Reviews. I'm Adrian. This is going to be my first review. Since this is my first review, I kind of thought about doing a movie, but since the X-Men Apocalypse trailer dropped today, I thought what better way to start off my YouTube channel than with the X-Men Apocalypse trailer. So I'm going to do some still images, talk about, some key things I saw in the trailer, and yeah, give you my thoughts on them, and pretty much that.
First off, that I noticed is holy shit, Sansa Stark's in this movie. When I first heard she was in this movie as Jean Grey, uh, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical. I still am kind of skeptical on how she's gonna play that part. Um, but this part right here where it shows her, you really shows her fear of what she sees. The apocalypse. Of apocalypse. Of course, as this part, we don't know exactly what she sees in that dream, but I'm assuming it has to be pretty much, the destruction of, the X-Men, probably the destruction of, everybody in the city. And on this next image of Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, you can see Storm right there to the right of him. They're talking to somebody. I'm not really too sure who this is. I kind of thought it was Professor X at the beginning, but now that I look closer, it's definitely not him. Of course, he's not in a wheelchair, but the one thing I really took away from this scene was that Storm was already, Storm seems to be the first one that Apocalypse recruits. And as you see her there, with her white mohawk, she kind of seems to have her costume already. So I'm kind of curious on how she gets that. And in this scene, this is another scene right next to it that kind of tipped me off. Like her hair is brown, like we just seen her hair white, So I'm kind of thinking when Apocalypse turns them, maybe they kind of they change, with all that power, what I'm saying. Maybe because of all the power he released from inside of her. Her hair turns white or something like that. Oh man, Nightcrawler. This next image of Nightcrawler is just amazing. I love what Bryan Singer did in X2 with the opening Nightcrawler scene of him in the White House. Man, it was one of my favorite movie scenes of all time. It still is one of my favorite movie scenes of all time. So I feel like if Nightcrawler is going to be in the best hands with anybody, it's going to be with Bryan Singer. This next image of Jubilee, she looks exactly like someone just ripped her out of the TV show from the 90s and just put her in this movie. And I love it. And this shot right here from Apocalypse, from the backside, um, this lighting that they use, I really love it because it kind of reminds me of like Terminator, and in a way, you got the warm and the cool, just kind of fighting against each other. I really do love the color that they're playing with here. Of course, has Magneto in the background. In this clip, he's telling Magneto, he came for him or whatever. I really can't wait to see this movie in its entirety because I just feel like the light and everything is just going to be fantastic in this movie. Okay, now cut to this next shot of Archangel. This is what I was talking about. Those colors, the cool blue, kind of even almost looking like like it's in the same kind of nightmarish kind of thing. Something's going down with that light. It really shows throughout the movie the feel of Apocalypse, the feel of a nightmare, pretty much, And I love that because I love that they're gonna be playing back and forth with that, especially with the lighting. To me, it gives the scene in the movie in its entirety a lot better flavor and feel to it. I feel like for them playing with the color like that, it's brilliant, making it seem like a nightmare while it's happening. So, I'll give them props on that. Olivia Munn, man, I love Olivia Munn since I first watched her on Attack of the Show many, many years ago. Man, I can't wait to see her in this role, and I love like I said, the colors. Look at the lighting. It's totally showing, her color, her. What I'm saying, it's her. It's Psylocke. I don't know. I love it. In this scene though, it kind of looks like Olivia Munn's character. She's kind of normal. She's not really probably not really big into her powers. She probably is more like hiding them all the time. And Apocalypse, awakens that within her, and that's when she becomes, this badass mutant. But yeah, I mean, I really can't wait to see her and see what she does. I really hope that she could really pull it off and bring some personality to the character. Oh man, I love this shot. This shot right here is pretty much the money shot for me. I mean, come on, look, you got Magneto in his amazing suit. Apocalypse, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm still a little iffy on his look. I I hope that his look changes because I feel like this character Apocalypse has a certain look, you know what I'm saying, with his, his like his lips and everything. It doesn't Oscar Isaac's costume right now doesn't scream Apocalypse to me. Um, like I said, Storm in the back, you can see her already with her white hair. Love her costume. You see she has her costume. Look at that. This is the thing. Magneto has his costume, amazing. Storm has her costume, amazing. Archangel has his costume, amazing. They look individually like that's what their costumes would be. Now, that being said, you'll see right now in this next shot, all the X-Men have these black kind of armor plated suits, and I'm not digging them. I wish I was, but I just am not. I kind of wish they would have took from the '90s comic and made those suits. I don't know, but I do love this. I do love this image here. Um, right there to the far left, I forgot the actress's name. I don't know. It's gonna kill me thinking about it, but um, I wonder if she's a mutant. If she's maybe like some kind of undercover mutant, working for the CIA, which is why she gets Professor Xavier and them, to tell him about this. And I don't know. It's just her character kind of seems interesting now that I see her with the X-Men. She really, she looks like she's part of the team. So I mean, I'm just gonna see where that plays out. I love seeing Jean Grey and Cyclops next to each other in the back. That's already just showing me their relationship pretty much. Um, you see Quicksilver in the back right there. And Beast looks amazing, as always. And then the suit, honestly, I like Beast in his suit more than anything. I think his suit should have just been the black one, and everybody else kind of have their own thing. This is exactly what I wanted to see from this movie. I wanted to see an apocalypse with the X-Men in it. I don't want to see them chasing Apocalypse the whole damn time and then him only destroy like a building or so. Like no, like this is the apocalypse. You gotta have an apocalypse with Apocalypse in the movie, and this looks exactly like an apocalypse with Apocalypse in the movie. But yeah, Nightcrawler looks amazing. His tail right there looks amazing. I remember you got Cyclops in this scene saying, not everybody can control their powers like you do, and Mystique telling him like you don't gotta control your powers, which I love because it's pretty much telling him, quit being a bitch. We gotta fight. Just use your power. Don't try to control it. Pretty much what she told him, and that's exactly what I want to hear because shit's going down. Everything's hitting the fan. You need to just step up, and this is gonna be, I think, a great moment of all these young X-Men stepping up and coming into kind of their own. Going against not only Apocalypse but Magneto and the Four Horsemen. I'm really hoping that Apocalypse can really turn huge like this because this is Apocalypse. This is showing his power. This is showing his strength. I really hope this isn't a dream sequence like I'm thinking it is. It has that same kind of hue to it. It has that same kind of color. But like I said, they could be playing back and forth with that hue to show what a nightmare is and to show how a nightmare Apocalypse is. How much of a nightmare he is. And like I said, I really hope this isn't a dream slash nightmare, whatever you want to call it. I really hope this is something that actually goes down. Oh man, here's another money shot of just Archangel though, man. Oh, this is definitely what the concept art I seen of him. This is exactly what it looked like, and it's exactly what I hoped it looked like. And it looks amazing. Oh, I kind of don't want him to just be in the background, just being there. He's a horseman, but he really doesn't say much. No, I want his character to step up and be a play a major role in this. Not just be a one of the horsemen, a henchman, or whatever you want to call it. I want him to to talk. Of course, to be maybe even a deciding factor on what happens. Maybe he becomes a little bit more of the angel than the archangel. But yeah, I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Oh, and here's a amazing shot of Storm. Oh man, her costume looks amazing. I really can't wait to see her in this movie. I kind of hope, like I said, I hope the other henchmen don't go downplay, and I want to see their characters develop as good as Magneto's character is developed. So when we get these next X-Men, whatever happens next, I just feel like everybody will have the same equal. Everybody has the same equal character development, and you'll feel like I love all these characters. So if something happens to any of them, like this, honestly, if we would have had all the X-Men from Days of Future Past, we had Storm, we had all the X-Men pretty much already as a team, and then this happened, I feel like the weight would have been a lot heavier, because you would have been used to them as a group. You would have been already used to Storm being a good person, Psylocke being a good person. Seen that with Magneto already. We've seen him be good, be bad, be a little bit of both, and you get that heaviness, you get that weight, which is a lot of people why they like his character. But I want to feel that same way for every character in this movie. I don't want to just be Magneto, Professor X, Mystique. Think about it. Mystique wasn't a primary character like that. They made her character like that, and that's what I want them to do with every character in this movie. Oh, look at this shot right here with Magneto. Man, just all this debris is just death. Like any of those shards hit you, go through you, you're done. So I don't know who he's sending it to. I don't know who this might be. That he's about to mess up with all his metal, but I do love this shot. This shows Magneto and his greatness. Like I love that he picked up a big old baseball stadium, but come on, like I doubt he's gonna be picking up buildings and throwing at anybody in this one. So I love this show of his power right here. And this right here, I actually think this might be the mansion. I don't know. I think these are Professor Xavier's students, maybe, like, and they're kind of doing their own thing, and then all of a sudden Apocalypse and the Horsemen come and just mess everything up, or I don't know. Like I kind of have a feeling with all these books there that I kind of think it might be the school, the mansion. Okay, and here's the scene I was talking about with Professor X, and his eyes getting blacked out. Now, he says the power, or something about him feeling like great power, and his eyes start turning black, and he starts, using his. It seems like he's using his, the cerebral, and his powers, just exploding within him, and it's making him fucking turn into an alien or something. But I love how they blacked out his eyes to show, the power. But yeah, I love this scene. I love how it looks. I can't wait to see the next part of this. And then right after that, at the end of the trailer, oh man, you get the money shot of Professor X with his baldness slash greatness in the wheelchair with the X-Men, with the X door in the back. Oh man, I love it. I really do. I'm kind of assuming that this shot might be towards the end. He's messed up, or Apocalypse has him or something, and then he just this is him, or I don't know. I'm kind of curious on how they're gonna play that, how they're gonna make him bald, or how long he's gonna be bald for, or be this Professor Xavier. I'm hoping this kind of happens a little bit like midway through, or a little bit more midway through, but yeah, I just kind of hope this isn't the last money shot, at the very end when everything happens, and it's just like, oh yeah, like this is Professor Xavier, and stay tuned for the next episode. Like I don't want that. I want to see. We already seen two other movies with him have his long '70s style, '80s style hair, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I really just hope we see a lot more bald Professor Xavier in this movie. But yeah, guys, that was it. Thank you for staying tuned. I really enjoyed doing this review actually. So if you guys liked it too, subscribe, like this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna have a lot more coming out soon. Maybe hopefully this week. I'm definitely gonna get to a review. I'm kind of thinking about doing maybe the X-Men review. The original X-Men movie. We'll see. Kind of throw next to this, but um, yeah, I'm gonna think about it. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think. In the comments, whatever. Give me your guys' thoughts. Maybe even little inside tips you guys might have. Who knows.